What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Friday. It's October 22nd, just after 12 p.m. Eastern Time. What an amazing opportunity with GWAC running from $10 to a high of $175 per share. Amazing. Amazing. Everybody's talking about GWAC and how did this thing get up and running so much? Well, yesterday, GWAC is gapping up pre-market with news of a deal with ex-President Donald Trump. That's a key word in a press release. It gets a lot of people excited. And also to mention, if you've been around and watching my content for some time, I've made a video in a past. Playbook play when the president calls. It's right here. I made this video back like 2 years ago when Trump was in office and he tweeted about WKHS Workhorse and the stock went nuts, running from just under $1 per share to up over $3-4 a share it ran to. So that play is when the president calls. I put the link to that video in the video description below. Guys, check that out, watch it, compare it with GWAC today. So this morning, GWAC is gapping up parabolic. Yesterday it closed at $48, and pre-market it's running up and hitting a high of $125. And right before this market opens, it's just exploding and running up to $170, and then they halt it. They halt it right out of the open at 9:30. And then they reopen it right here at 10 o'clock. So they halted it for about a half an hour until they reopened it. And from there, it's just been crumbling and falling apart, falling all the way down to $70. So when we have stocks like this that pop up and go, it gets people excited. People want to jump in and chase after anything and everything that pops up and run. We had a lot of stocks hitting the scanners this morning, and a lot of stocks were just exploding to the upside. Stocks like PHUN. PHUN yesterday was at $1 per share. Starts to get heat up, runs up to almost $2 before the close. Today, it's gapping up to $6, and right out of the open, this thing explodes and runs all the way up to a high of $24 per share. That's wild. So PHUN going on an epic run. PTLO was another stock, and that one's perking up right now, running from $32 up to $39. Not much, but when you zoom out on this, it's a newer IPO. It made its debut yesterday at 26, and from 26 up to 39, that's a good $13 run up in just a couple days. PTLO is looking to bust up over that 38 right now. Next stop for it's going to be that $40. We had DATS pop up and explode today. You guys all remember DATS. This thing went from $9.20, ran all the way up to $13.50 this morning. CNTX, another big mover this morning, running from just under $6 a share all the way up to almost $8. And this is a nano float stock. They say the float on this is only 270K. That's crazy. and it's holding at the $7. If it continues to hold up, this could be on a good run this morning. Another stock we were looking at this morning, HUDI, it stalled out and it's pulling back down. But if you look at the big picture on this, on that 10-minute, this stock has been trending up for the longest time. Longest time. Just like what HX did. If you guys remember HX, this just kept trending and trending and trending and trending. And then eventually, everybody catches on and jumps in on it, and stock just explodes and rips. This thing was insane. Way back here, running from $7.50 all the way up to almost $25. PTLO is testing that 38 right now. This could explode over that 38. Over 38, 39, 40. This stock's got some pop to it. Also, PHUN. That's still lingering around at 830s. That could surge up to $10 plus. There's still a lot of opportunity out here. A lot of opportunity. So yesterday, with DWAC popping off, and today, DWAC popping off, I did not trade DWAC. No. When stocks get to be this insane, I try not to trade stocks like this. Because if you get caught on that wrong side, you're gonna blow up your account and it can hurt. I'd much rather hang out, play the other stocks that people forgot about. Much easier, stress-free type of plays. So, let's see here. Yesterday, which was Thursday, I traded HX, made $520 on that, and then I traded RDUS and made $325 on that. Ending the day, I was done an hour after the market opened, making $850 Thursday. And then going in today, with all of the stocks popping off, I'm ending today up just over 2,000. And I'm not even trading stocks that everybody else is talking about. So pull this up right here. Today I traded CNTX for $550, and I traded HUDI for $1,500. Ending today, I'm up $2,052. I'm really happy with that. I'm satisfied with it. That's all that counts. I want to consistently pull in green every day. You can easily get caught up in what everybody else is talking about. And this morning, pre-market, soon as I entered the Discord, everybody was all talking about DWAC, DWAC, DWAC. And I straight up said, hey guys, it's gone. Don't even pay attention to it. It's up way too much. It's too far gone from reality. So right here, at 9:11 a.m., I said, DWAC, it's just too far gone, guys. It's over. Everybody already knows about it, and it just ran up nonstop. Don't get caught up in it and overlook other opportunities out there. $85 a share, what are you going to do? Put up $10,000 to buy 100 shares and sell when it pops up $1, make $100? Let's be realistic here. Not worth putting up that much money to make such a small return. And right before this market opens, pre-market, They exploded up. Market opens, halts. Then they halt it for 30 minutes. Then when they reopen it, they gap it up. Then it starts slamming down. Now it's a struggle to get out of the stock because everybody's panic selling as it's crashing down out of halts. All the way down to $78 and $70. Real quickly, PLTO or PTLO made its run up to $40 like we were just talking about. Good push on PTLO. So this morning, not only was GWAC popping off, SALM popped off, running from 4 to almost 7. And look at where it's at. Right back down in the crapper. We had our eyes on WE. This is a new IPO. All day consolidation yesterday. Nice gap up from 1150 up to 13. Right out of the open here. 1350 down to 1250. Rips all the way up to $15. There was a lot of activity this morning. There was when you have this much going on in the market and everybody's all getting excited on stocks like GWAC, you can easily get caught up in the moment. And then that's when you start emotionally trading, which could lead into disasters for real. So what's best to do when stocks get like this, like GWAC running up so much and so far, I tell myself, this stock is so far gone from reality, there's no way I can buy into this. There's no way. It was literally at $10 a share yesterday, and it's at over $120 the next. That's crazy. People get caught up in looking at this and saying, wow, look at it, how much opportunity I missed out on. It's going to keep going higher. And look where it's at. Sure, this can run right back up, 150, 170. It's just a matter of how long will it take to do that. CNTX off that $7, pushing up to 725. This is most definitely still in play. PHUN still holding up at that 8. This could surge up to 10, 12, 14. There's a lot of opportunity on PHUN. But there's also high risk with these types of plays. Not only is the reward high, the risk is just as high as well. Can't be really, really tight with your stop on stocks like this, because they like to rip up and down 50 cents to $1 or more when they get up and moving. How much volume did GWAC have yesterday? 483 million. So it did almost $500 million in volume yesterday. That's crazy. We were just talking about this. Look at how much volume nonstop was in on this yesterday. It just kept going and going and going and going and going. But something like this, you guys, this is life-changing moves. Running from 10 up to $50 in one day, and then getting a parabolic gap up like that. That's life-changing moves. 1,000 shares from bottom to top. That's like $150,000. That's insane money. I don't think this HUDI stock is done. This stock's been trending up for a while. This could potentially lead into what HX did way back here. Just gonna have to allow it time and set up and do its thing. Take it in levels. But wow, what a lot of opportunity out there today. And when you start trading these stocks that get so far gone from reality, look at PHUN today. This stock, right out of the open at 750, just kept pushing up, halting, pushing up, halting, pushing up, halting. Somebody's sitting there and watching something like this. All they keep thinking about is, wow, man, look at it, how much opportunity I just keep missing out on. If I would have bought there, I would have made money. They're thinking about all these times they could have bought as it keeps pushing up. And then when they finally get the nerve to buy into something like this, they're like, yeah, this thing's going to keep going. And from 24, they halt it for an hour. They gap it all the way down to $9. That's a $15 per share downfall. So imagine that. Buying 1,000 shares way up there, and this thing just gapped down like that, and you're down $15,000. Not worth it. Let's go back to that though real quick. PHUN. That momentum's starting to come back into it. This pushes up over $10, like we've said, it could really start skipping. So how did you guys do today? What'd you guys trade out there today? I'm done for the day. I always try to preach and teach to the chat here in the Discord. If you're up in profit, doesn't matter how much it is, lock it in. Secure that bag. Don't linger and hang around in the market all day and overtrade, because it only develops bad habits. Look at your profits and realize, hey, I'm up $500. That's a whole week's worth of work for some people. That's good money. Having that consistency mindset, securing the bag every day, that's how you end up living to trade another day. You show up, you keep showing up. How do they gap it down after the halt pulling orders? They just, something like PHUN running up so fast and so much like that, it's just so far gone. from reality. It's got no business being up that high. All it is pretty much is a squeeze. And after a squeeze, it's over with. That's it. You look at all these random stocks popping up now. Everybody's going to start buying everything that perks up. It's a crazy market right now. A lot of FOMO going on, fear of missing out. Making a killing on GWAC since yesterday, already at 200K. Wow, congrats, Louis. That's awesome. That's insane. 200K. That's like 5 years of somebody's salary. Maybe 3 years. Green on Grom and HX. Awesome. Good job, Rome. See, look at PHUN. Bust up over that $10. Surges up to almost 11. You can see this stuff from a mile away. You really can. Once you get used to these small cap, low float stocks, and you've seen this stuff time and time again, and you got all that screen time under your belt, this stuff becomes like second nature to ya. You can see it before it happens. Never underestimate low float stocks. That's what I've come to know and learn. GROM. Yeah, that thing exploded today too. From 4 runs all the way up to $7. Everything was running this morning. Everything. And then after the run up, everything falls apart. Because everybody gets caught up in that moment. And people don't want to miss out on the next GWAC. So anything that hits that scanner, everybody and their mother and their grandmother and great grandchildren are all buying. All of them. Mr. Wolf, I am a believer. Should be, man. A lot of opportunity in the stock market. A lot of opportunity. Alvin did everything you say and did very well. Thank you. Mr. Wolf, you are the best. Bought in at 13 yesterday and kaboom. Yeah, this thing went nuts. Went nuts. I came back at like 1 p.m. yesterday to see how GWAC was doing. I left and I took a nap. And my internet went out. So the rest of the day, I didn't have internet or cable from Xfinity. And then they finally came back on today just before the market opened. So I was able to jump in and catch up on everything that happened. But I missed out on GWAC when it ran up all like this. When I seen it up at 40, 50 bucks, I was like, damn, that's a move, man. There's no way I can buy it at that point. There's no way. It's bad habits to buy in on stocks when they're up that much. But this is the type of opportunity I've been trying to preach and talk about with everybody that's believers and holders on AMC. I'm telling you guys, why would you tie up your money for a year and months on end hoping that this does its thing? We know statistically 90% of people consistently lose money, right? So everybody's going to tie up their money in something like this, and then they're going to miss out on all of these other opportunities that come along. And look, GWAC in just 2 days runs up almost $200. You missed out on that because all your money's tied up holding AMC, holding the line. We see this stuff happen over and over and over and over again. ORPH. Not ORPH. ORPN, I think it was. I already forgot the name of it. PHUN. PHUN, look at that. From $1 to 25 bucks. That's insane opportunity. Insane. Calvin, you nailed it on PHUN. You got in, you got that money, and you secured the bag, man. That's what's up. And then look what happened to it. Crumbled, fell apart. Now everybody's hoping that it runs all the way back up. It's a pretty odd chance that it runs all the way back up to this level. GLSI. Man. GLSI. It sounds familiar. I've seen so many stocks explode and go supernova. It's unreal. Looking at the daily chart, it went from 17 to 150. So right here, from $16, it ran all the way up to 150 bucks in one day. Since then, look what's happened to it. Nothing. That's why day trading, you can't emotionally marry these stocks. You trade them. You move on to something else. trade it, abuse it, move on. PTLO, this is still running. Getting a nice squeeze going on. It fake broke down right here. Trap shorts on it. Keep pushes up. Now this BENE keeps going off on the scanners. You could throw this on radar. This could pop back up and break over 11 and really start going if it ever comes back. CNTX. So this morning, we hopped on live in the Discord and we said, chill out, guys. There's a lot of emotion going on right now. Everybody's super excited. You can't really get caught up in your emotions and let your emotions take over, because that's what everybody else is going to do. You got to recognize when that FOMO meter is at all-time highs. With GWAC running like that and seeing all of those other stocks running out of the open like they did, FOMO was at all-time high. And FOMO, all the traders are thinking, I might be missing out. And they run after everything that hits the scanner. Because all the new people are taught from gurus, hey guys, you guys want to be buying these stock momentum scanners. Because you want to get alerted real time when these stocks are spiking and hitting high of day. And you want to be buying stocks that are hitting high of day. Because who knows how far they can go. Everybody's taught to chase after stocks, buy at high of day, yearly highs. Everybody has their stock scanners and screeners set up to pick up stocks that are hitting new high of day and new yearly highs. People love stocks that are hitting new highs. They love them. They eat them up. So when all of these stocks are running like that and everybody's chasing, emotions are at all-time highs. They're trading the thrill of the trade. BENE just ran back up. So everybody's attacking these stocks that are hitting the scanners because everybody's now searching for that next DWAC. Everybody. It could be BENE, PHUN. So everybody's going to chase after everything that's pushing to new highs. Thing is, chasing after this stuff, it could lead to bad habits forming. And then that's when you get into, where is it at? You chase after that one stock and it gets a death candle on you. Then you turn into Home Alone. Ah, my account. Because you chased after that one stock and you let your emotions take over. So always emotionally check yourself. Things can happen so fast, you don't even realize you're emotionally buying into something. Calvin, I remember what you say. Get that money and go. I feel good. Yeah, that's what I like to hear, my man. You already know, dude. There's nothing better than showing up on a Friday, patiently waiting for that opportunity, capitalizing on it, locking in them profits, closing everything up, and going into the weekend up in profit. Versus trading, being up in profit, and then you get greedy. I want more. So you linger and hang around all day, and then you run into that one trade and you give back all of your profit, and then you're red. Then it falls into revenge trading. Now the market's closed. And the market's closed now for the next 2 days. Now you have that on your mind going into the weekend. You're going to have a horrible weekend. So I'd much rather get in on a Friday, lock in them profits, secure the bag, go into the weekend, like, fuck yeah, fucking killed it on Friday. Made that profit, get to go out, have fun, party, relax. And then it motivates me even more. Let's keep it going. So Sunday, I'm going to put together that watch list, get excited. Money Monday, start it all over again. Run into that bad loser on Friday, you're not even going to feel like studying over the weekend because you're going to be discouraged and disgusted with yourself. PTLO still pushing up, now almost a 42. Tim Sykes, there's nothing wrong with Tim Sykes, like I've said in a lot of my older videos. But the thing that I really don't like about Tim Sykes, Tim Sykes, and he really suckers in newer people, it's he doesn't teach you technical analysis. He doesn't. He doesn't teach you and talk about price action, technical levels, technical analysis. He's more all about fundamental analysis. Tim Sykes is more on pink sheet OTC type stocks and spotting a pump and dump and investigating into who is pumping that stock, investigating into the SEC filings, and then shorting it. Tim Sykes is more of a fundamental trader. And then he's got all of these trading DVDs and that trading platform that he just charges outrageously for. All these new people think they need it. So like stocks to trade, I think it's like $250, $300 a month just for that platform. And he advertises it. It's the best platform for small cap penny stocks because it's got all the tools you need. It's just a load of crap. And new people eat it up. Yeah, you can actually see that. Yep, I've seen that too. Yep. That was a good show. I learned a lot from Tim Sykes, but more on the fundamental side, like I said. Because what happens, he keeps lingering you around. Like, yo, bro, when are you going to finally teach me how to draw support lines, resistance lines, trend lines. When are you going to teach me to actually read these charts? And it's like he keeps lingering you around. Like, when are you going to get to it? But he never gets to it. That's what irritated me the most about him. And then when I finally branched out and I went to other traders, that's when I started to take off and really start to learn. Yep, he would short stocks that got promoted on email promotions. Man, this PTLO sure is running now, huh? 44 bucks. $45. This thing's ripping. 42, ripping up to 45. Man, this thing could run to 50. PHUN still lingering around up there, hitting a high of 12, almost 12 bucks. It stalled out at 11.50. But still, from where we were watching it, here at 8.50, we watched it creep up to 10, and then it blew up over 10 to 11, 11.50. From 8.50 to 11.50. That's a $3 upside right there. $3 per share. Look at ZGYH. All these random stocks starting to pop up now. Clearly no volume the last couple days. Now all of a sudden it's up and running. And it's got volume. So we're going to see a lot of stocks pop up, you guys. A lot of stocks. Like we just said, a lot of people are just going to buy whatever is up and running. Man, HX really got demolished. We even talked about this earlier this week in the Discord. If you guys are not a part of the community here, all these stocks we talk about every day. HX was in the trend for the longest time, and we said as soon as this breaks trend, it's going to crumble and fall apart hard. Sure enough, pops out at 24. From that, it's game over. All the way back down to $5. Same thing happened with CEI. Stock trended up and ran up, broke trend, falls apart. There's still believers on CEI. And even, 3 days ago, when we did the recap, somebody mentioned CEI. I said, it's done for. Let it prove to you it's worthy. People are not going to be interested in this. It has to get back up above $2 for people to get interested in it again. And what it do? Every time it came up to 2, it just stalled out. Back down it goes. $1.50. So until it can break over 2 and hold, it's weak. CNTX is sure starting to round out right here. Break over 750, 775, $8. It's got to break through those 3 levels for it to get up and going. Yeah, nowadays, Tim Sykes, he's dried up. He's, to be honest, he doesn't have to do anything. He already put all the work in. He built an empire. Now, if you look, his stocks to trade, he's got Tim Bowen running it. He's got 2 young kids on Instagram promoting it and talking all the time. He's got his students promoting all his stuff. Tim Sykes, he can kick back and collect the profits because he's charging for DVDs, stocks to trade, his penny stocking silver. He's got so many subscription plans out there. He can just kick back and travel around the world, which is what he's doing. And he's got all these people working under him. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you go on Instagram and you follow stocks to trade, you'll see those 2 or 3 kids. They work in like a warehouse or something with Tim Bowen, and they promote and talk about stocks to trade, and they do all this stuff. They're kind of like doing what SMB Capital did or is doing. They'll do stuff like Trader of the Week. I just feel bad for all those new people that just get suckered in to that stuff because they're getting played and they don't even know it. Yeah, CNTX slowly but surely moving on up. Huh? NTX for Bennett. Yeah, I don't know where you see that. I already can't wait for next week. Next week, it's the last full week of October. Then we have Halloween that following that Sunday. All these stocks are exploding. People are going to get excited. So everybody over the weekend is going to look at all these stocks that exploded. Be like, wow, I'm not going to miss out on all this stuff next week. Man, this PHUN sure is looking like it's gearing up. This could rip up to about 13, and then over that, over 13, it's got that big gap to fill right there. $18 would be your next resistance. Then 20. Don't underestimate PHUN. But hey guys, if you're up in profit already, it's not a bad idea to lock that in and enjoy the rest of your day. Right? The whole point of the market, the stock market, and day trading is to unlock that freedom. So enjoy it. AEHR getting driven down. This one was an epic runner too. It just stalled out a lot up over that $20. 2021. Very toppy up there. CRTD, that could have a good pop on it up to around 650. So potential $1.50 upside on it. Yeah, there's a lot of stocks in play. During day when I'm at work, I don't have access to Discord, so I'm not a big presence time, but I jump on the YouTube whenever I see. But I am able to get in market preps every morning. That's good, man. Pre-market preps, I like to help get you guys in the right mindset right going into the open. Because all I do is think back to when I was new, and right when that market would open, I would freak out and I would get all excited and I'd be chasing after stocks. And 5-10 minutes into the open, I'd be red already. And then an hour after the open, I'd see the easiest setups come along and push. And I'm like, man, why do I always get caught up in the moment right when that market opens and just blow it? Yeah, that does suck, clocking right in right when the market opens. There's ways around it though. Swing trading, you know? You see a lot of good swing trade opportunities out here. Stocks that take a few hours to set up and do their move. Just ran into your channel, brother. Thanks for all the great content and great info. No problem, my man. Hope all the content helps. Plenty of it. Over 600 videos, I think I got on my channel now. It's a lot of content, I know. But there's a lot of stuff you gotta learn in this game. Even to this day, I still learn new stuff. You never stop learning. And the way I look at it, the more you learn and know, the more you grow, the more you learn about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses. This is how you yourself, you're able to figure out what type of trader you want to be and then start to develop your own trading methods in the way you look at these charts, the way you like to trade. I still get some people in here sometimes. All they strictly want are buy alerts and sell alerts. I've never been a fan of giving out buy and sell alerts because it will not benefit you at all. Sure, you'll probably make money right then and now, but then you'll get into the depending on the buy alerts, buy and sell alerts, you know? And then what if I go on vacation for a week and 2 weeks? And then you're going to blow up your account because you don't have those buy and sell alerts. And then you just lost everything. I've always been attracted more to the psychological and emotional side to trading. And I feel that's where I thrive with my teachings, is that field. Like we've said too, everybody out here is taught to look for patterns like triangles, wedges, descending wedges, ascending wedges, U shapes, cup and handles, right? Bull flags. Everybody's taught to look at all of these different patterns, but yet everybody still manages to lose money, right? People are taught to look for head and shoulder patterns, inverse head and shoulder patterns. But yet people still consistently lose money. It's a lot deeper than just looking, ooh, that's a pattern, I'm gonna trade it. It's a lot deeper than that. That's why I think day trading gets a bad rep. See a lot of these well-established channels out there, they'll take a stab at day trading and they won't fully commit to it, and then they'll make all these conclusions that it's a scam, you're bound to fail and lose money. And it's like, no, dude, no, you can consistently do this. You can. It's just people give up too easily. This is a mental game that we play. It's a mental game, and it's a game of human psychology, patience, discipline. And you got to put in a lot of screen time and learn from them lessons that you've from your trades to establish yourself, you know? Seeing stocks like PHUN run like that, GWAC, get a few of these under your belt. You'll see that this stuff happens over and over and over again. So these people come in and they see stuff like this happen once, and then they'll give it a shot for like a month, 2 months. And they have that mindset of they got to make money or want to make money now as soon as possible versus, hey, how about I just learn for about a year and not even worry about making money? Just learn nonstop for a year. We could see where we're at from there. No, almost everybody that comes into this, they want to make money immediately. And they're bound to fail. So you got to get that experience in, see a few of these, get a few of these under your belt so you can witness it, see it real time. Because the first time you see something like this, you're freaked out of your mind. Your mind's exploded because you're like, whoa, I've never seen anything like this before. Right? So your emotions are everywhere. You don't know how to feel and think because this is your first experience with something like this. And we've seen stuff like this multiple times. Multiple times. Look at BPTH from $20 to $75. CHK from $38 to $75. EEIQ $16 to $35. What else we got? GLSI from $10 to $156. Look at that. That's insane. From around $16 to $156. So it had that run up, and then it fell apart, went sideways. You got a little bounce with it, a $20 to the upside. But I'm saving these charts, I'm studying them, I'm breaking them down. This is where you get paid down the road. By putting in all this work. KOKD, look at this. from $18, it ran up to $60 a share. So this GWAC, this isn't my first rodeo, you guys. I've seen this shit well over 100 times. So this stuff isn't anything. And I've learned to know stocks get to be this volatile and this far gone. It's best to just stay away from it, because most of them go all the way back down to where they came from. You'll see other opportunities pop up and sympathy plays pop up. But if you haven't seen anything like this, how are you going to know how to trade it? You know? Yeah, you guys got a lot of good stocks in play for the end of the day. I'm not going to stick around to the end of the day. I like trading the morning, wrapping it up, and enjoying the rest of the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. If I don't see you guys, I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I'm going to be on, I've been playing a game a lot lately. And it's a lot of fun. If any of you guys play this, hit me up. Sea of Thieves. I've been playing a lot of this game. Always looking for a crew to sail the seas and screw up other ships, steal their loot, go cash it in like a pirate. But you guys be safe out there. Stay humble. Take it a day at a time. Most importantly, I would say do not quit. Once you learn this skill, you have it for a lifetime. This is the best job in the world. It truly is. I love my job. I'm able to do whatever I want. Whatever I want. I don't have to go to work and clock in. Dread going in every day. I made it my duty. I told myself I was going to learn this. It took me time, but I dedicated myself to learning this. And then once you start fully understanding this, you guys, and some of you veterans that are watching this, you'll agree with me. Over time, it will get easier. At first, it may seem like I'll never understand this and get this. I don't see how they can consistently pull in money every day. Trust me, it gets easier over time. It does. It blows my mind how easy you can just show up and make money. It truly is. Because you've seen stuff over and over and over and over and over again. You know better than to chase after junk. You patiently wait for your setups that you've studied and that you've burnt into your head, and you capitalize. You don't get greedy because you've learned from the past. You lock in profits when you have them, you secure the bag, and then you enjoy the rest of the day. It took me 2.5 years to finally pick up on this game and learn it. 2.5 years. Seems like a long time, but it flies by, guys. Think of it, all this studying and work, it'll pay off in dividends. It will. You guys be safe out there, as I said, and as I always say, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study.